I want to give a big thanks once again to our sponsor, Gif Your Game, for single-handedly putting up the entire prize pool for this tournament, and also for their free GIF-making app that I've used countless times myself to show off my own goaling capabilities. Now, I heard that Brian hijacked this segment in the last broadcast, and I've made it very clear to my editor to not let that happen again, and hey, I know you guys are all going to be very thankful to hear that.
I don't know what you are talking about. They loved me.
They loved me.
Alright Brian, enough of that. Let's just get today's match underway. It's eekso versus OSM, and I'll tell you what, you wouldn't be wrong for expecting a Game 5 in today's series, because the last 5 times that eekso has played have all gone to the ace match, and the last 2 times that eekso and OSM played in best of 5 series, it was OSM who triumphed in, you guessed it, Game 5. eekso still leads the league in goals per game at the moment, so look out for plenty more of those. Will it go the distance though? I think it's about time to find out. A chance now for both eekso and OSM to get their league play back on track. Both suffering defeats in their last matches that they played. Luckily for eekso though, he's already put 2 wins on the board. That's a great start to Game 1 as well. And you know, without tame OSM's flicks looked in his last series, that is already a sign of potential domination for the ground play for eekso. So far, kickoffs are not going too badly. eekso struggled in kickoffs in a couple of the series he's already played, particularly against Flakes, who OSM was able to neutralize on the face-off, although that's about the only place he was able to neutralize him in. We do have to remember that the last 2 times... Oh my goodness! Hold that thought! As eekso's almost scored a pinch shot mid-air. That came out of nowhere. OSM had no idea that eekso would be going for that. You know, sometimes players try and get into that position and pinch the ball to safety, but to shoot it is a very eekso-esque thing to do. OSM shoots it to tie up the game. eekso out of position, trying to wave dash on the wall to get back, but the boost steal by OSM was key there. And I was going to mention, as I did earlier already, because I know a lot of people just skip right to the gameplay, and they've missed out key points of information. That is that these two have played a couple of series on stream in the past. Both of them went to Game 5. Both of them involved OSM winning both Game 1 and 2. It's gone up very early for this one. eekso will be back in time, and he's got a chance now with the wave dash to put it in the other end, and that's just no respect from OSM for his opponent here. You should know eekso is one of the quicker players to recover after landing out of position initially. So far, so good. eekso will gladly accept early games in any series. It's always been a bit of a slow starter, but seems like the Mannfield Night 5K has woken him up a little bit. He's ready from the get-go. Trying to avoid the wall bang, but OSM has already read eekso's movement. Just check out this pathing by OSM, as eekso's already going way up the wall to safety, but OSM's following him all the way. That's something you really need to watch out for when you're playing against demo OSM rather. Another tie game, another kickoff possession for eekso. Very good signs early on. Another goal for eekso. OSM trying to challenge early, gets caught out. And he gives us a nice little view of his Swedish flag there. I believe it was also next to the Swedish flag on the back. Well, I'm going to watch this other replay to see if I was right. Look at that, 2 Swedish flags right beside each other. Well, not right. You know what I mean. Close enough. I just made him watch a whole other replay for that. I wanted to see if I in fact spotted the Swedish flag or if I was making it up. There we go. He did get a kickoff goal, so I don't feel bad for him anymore. Do feel pretty bad for eekso though. Horrible to lose kickoff goal after you work hard for the goal in the midfield, but we're all just watching the game, so perfectly fine for us. Bounce high into the air for eekso is not going to give him a chance to return the favour, but a strong first touch will. OSM does not have much boost. eekso has all the options. He's decided to flick it straight at OSM though. That is probably the single worst thing that he could have done besides turning around and putting the ball in his own net. OSM's going to try and do it for him. It's actually a flick from OSM straight into eekso. That ties things up in terms of possession, but these guys are really just going so all in for very, very limited offensive moves. This time eekso dodging away from the ball with almost no boost to speak of. With half the game gone, OSM gets his first lead in this series. eekso should be able to remedy that with a kickoff goal of his own, and yes, he will. It seems like if anybody gets a lead in this game, it's going to be taken away with a kickoff goal. And such is both the beauty and the curse of 1v1. Comebacks do happen in ridiculous fashion thanks to things like kickoffs, but other times we have to watch them equalize what was a brilliant goal to take a lead. 2 minutes and 10 seconds now. eekso off the wall. He doesn't have his dodge yet, but he's got the ball over the top of OSM. Beautiful recovery as well. And OSM was trying to get up early. He doesn't want to give eekso time to go for any kind of flip reset play, but that's not what eekso was trying to do this time. He was simply looking to carry at midfield. And the good old-fashioned air dribble starting to come back in popularity yet again, thanks to things like flip resets, ceiling shots, things that take time to set up. Thanks to the popularity of these really, really highly mechanical moves, the old-fashioned air dribble is starting to make a comeback. It's so quick, and it reaches the net so much faster than these slower moves. You can catch people off guard. eekso, double jump pop. There's an old classic as well. One flick followed by a double jump pop, but it's just going to end up in his own net. Another solar flare, another OSM lead, and another bump to set it up as well. 6-5 now in favor of OSM. Can he build on this, or will eekso start to make a comeback happen? Infield first of all for eekso, but OSM is there. There's the demo, but not much time for eekso to turn this one around. He's going to grab boost in the midfield. With 1 minute 18 left, OSM closes the gap and looks threatening once again. That's actually an attempted read by eekso. He's trying to predict OSM, blindly jumping over him as he was coming in for a demo. He jumped to predict it, and then OSM stayed grounded. He stayed grounded again, and this time eekso's shot goes over his head. Beautiful flick, and it was evasion that set this one up for eekso as well. Really nice placement there on the shot. Crossbar couldn't help OSM this time. We're now 6-all in game one. Whose game will it be? OSM was trying to snap a quick ceiling shot there, but the ball was too low. 50 seconds, and that horrendous touch for OSM gives eekso an open net, and he's missed it. OSM uses his post to get the ball to safety. A massive miss by eekso. He could have put that one beyond reach, and a bump for OSM. He's got eekso searching once again. Tries to get it infield. Huge demo, and another open net, but this time he can't get around the ball. He's got a third try at it, and he will put it in. OSM a bit disorientated after respawning. Wasn't really sure if he should be going for this ball or leaving it. And now he's got to come back from 1 goal down yet again. This time 21 seconds left to do it. A strong kickoff though. He could cut this infield to half volume if he wants to. He's got eekso on the back wall. Not a nice place for eekso to be, but he does so well to get in the way and puts another goal past. And that is the 2-goal lead that eekso has been looking for pretty much all game long, ever since he initially took the lead this match. It should be game 1 to eekso, and I think that ball rolling up the wall has sentenced OSM to death. eekso will take game 1. Game 2. OSM's league play portion of the tournament is continuing to spiral out of control. Remember that the last 2 times he's played eekso in a show match, he's won Game 1 and Game 2, and Game 5 for that matter. So this is already unknown territory for him, and eekso has been playing well. The one series that he lost was a very close one against an in-form, I should say, Bluey. Although every series that eekso's played has been very close so far. He doesn't like to make it a boring game, does this man. OSM so far holding on, and that's really smart by eekso. I don't know if you guys picked up on what he just did there, but jumping actually does give you a slight advantage in picking up boost in close contests. Air dribble bump by eekso. Looks like he saved his own shot, though. He's been watching a bit too many Jesse streams, because he made contact with OSM and then hit the ball behind him into the post. I could actually hear Jesse's hands going up in the air there and then coming back down onto the table. And OSM's going to bring the ball down onto eekso's goal. Quick transition off the wall by OSM. Both these guys are being extremely aggressive in the defensive and offensive corners, looking for demolish plays. I'm not sure how often that's going to work with how familiar they are with each other and how familiar they are with that current metagame in 1v1. Bumps have never been more common. Demos have never been a bigger part of the game. Makes for great viewing. Makes for some great Michael Bay montages as well. OSM just going to come steaming in and take this one for free, though. 2-0. eekso caught sleeping on the sidewall. He was just a little bit out of position there. OSM was quick to punish him, noticing the awkwardness that eekso's posture left him in. eekso actually just going to give up the boost here in favour of ball control. He's thinking that he can either put a shot on net that sometimes, doesn't always, but sometimes goes in, and every other time he could just pick up boosts in the back corner, and then he has his boost advantage. So it's actually a smart play all around by eekso there. He's in a bit of an awkward spot here, though. OSM's managed to put this centre. eekso saved on more boost than OSM might realise, and he's using every single bit of it to look for the demo, and he finally gets it. 2 bumps in a row, followed by the explosion. And there is the first goal in Game 2 for eekso. OSM looked like he might escape that for a second, the wrath of eekso, as he came in from behind. Look at that kickoff by eekso. He's neutralised it in the centre of the field and tied up the game. OSM once again left standing still. He goes for the standard kickoff, and eekso's flipped late and used the roof of his car to get a bigger hitbox. Stop the ball dead. He's going for it. Actually, both players going for it there. Bit of a bounce off the ball there. So the massive win. He's looking behind him to see where OSM is. He knows that the demo is coming, or could be coming. He's trying not to compromise his ball control or positioning. Massive save by eekso. It was his own whiff that put him in an awkward spot. OSM's aerial shot not quite good enough. That's going to give eekso a chance now to get one of his own. And look at that snapshot off the wall. OSM is going to give himself what a save in the quick chat, but you'll have to just realise that was a huge play by eekso. He realised that OSM had let go of the boost. He was looking to turn around and challenge. Before he could even start the challenge, eekso had already taken the shot and put it in his net. Is this going to be a goal? No, another failed flick for OSM. His flicks have been incredibly underwhelming for a player of his caliber. Flicks are probably the thing that drop off the most in a show match setting in front of a huge audience all spamming Omega LOL. But there's a massive ceiling shot for OSM. This has just been a massive game all around. Players taking it to the next level repeatedly. And he's doing a little impression of the Season 4 loser final goal that got us all on our feet. This time, of course, the fake was just for style. There was only one player in his way. And OSM wanted to mind game that one player. Massive bump from eekso, and these guys are just going to keep going huge. And yes, I do realize that I am focused very much on one adjective right now, but how else would you describe a game like this? eekso retakes the lead. OSM under a lot of pressure right now. Can't imagine his confidence is at an all-time high after losing to Flakes in his last game that he played, his last series that he played in the tournament. Flakes, who had previously not put in any series wins on the board. Here comes eekso off the back wall now. So he used all his boost to do it though. OSM's going to chase him down and set up another shot. eekso's not had any time to go to the corner boost. OSM's just going to try and go for a near double bump of his own. eekso saves it. OSM might have made that a little bit too obvious this time. Here comes eekso. Has he just forced OSM to own goal? Yes, he has. And one more time, OSM can just stand still and contemplate life. 1 minute and 22 seconds for him to try and salvage this series. I mean, I know a lot of us were thinking it's eekso, it must be going to game 5, but OSM just does not look like he's all there today. Another air dribble bump for eekso, another goal. Make it 6. And OSM's got now 3 goals to come back from. Just gets from bad to worse, doesn't it? And it all started with that brace that eekso was able to tie the game with. A demo and a kickoff goal. And OSM is out the game once again. 7-3. And 4 goal leads are very surmountable in 1v1. But with 1 minute and 4 seconds left, it really does look like OSM's just already thinking about the next game. What can he do from this position? Does he still have any belief left over after what eekso's just done to him? 58 seconds. eekso's not playing slow right now. It's going to be pretty hard for OSM to get 4 shots, far less 4 goals. He's just trying to get his hands on the ball right now. eekso's constantly in the way, being as annoying as he can be. He's going to start off a sidewinder dribble. He just knows exactly what to do, and it's one of those games where everything that eekso does turns to gold. Incredible reaction time by the Englishman. And the league's only Swede is already going to give this one up. He knows it's over. He's not playing well enough. He's already thinking about game 3, thinking about the comeback. But eekso's thinking about that $100 goal per game prize. He could get another couple of goals here and give himself the number 1 in the leaderboard. He's missed that one, and he's missed another. It seemed like eekso was doing better when OSM was trying 100% against him. Now that he's got half a player in an open net to shoot at, he can't find the back of it. And now he finally will, but only after a long time has passed. But man alive, OSM, game 2. And he is already tilted beyond belief. He's somehow going to backflip this one in. What? Well, there will be not too many additional goals in the GPG category for eekso, because OSM's just backflipped into the ball in kickoff and scored. I wonder if that kickoff has any potential in becoming a future legitimate strategy. eekso's going to try and put in a standard kickoff goal. It's not going to go in this time. I don't think he's going to be too disappointed though, because he's just gone up by 2 games to 0 in the series. One more game. That is all it takes for eekso to put OSM in a very, very tough spot in the league. You know, OSM is just going to try desperately to change the momentum of this one. He's got an open net and a long time to find it. There is the first goal for OSM, and that is going to help him out immensely. He did take the full minute break between these 2 games, the last one and this one. Of course, you guys didn't have to sit through that due to the miracles of editing. Yeah, that's right, pre-recorded, greater than live. Who knew? But I'm just mostly surprised that eekso versus OSM is not going to game 5 here, or it doesn't look like it will, because it obviously still could, but with the direction this series has been going, has definitely surprised me. I thought the fact that both the last two series that OSM and eekso played being Game 5 series, made me really think this was going to be a Game 5, or 5-game series, I should say. And then to add to that is the fact that all the series eekso has played in the league so far have also been 5-game series. eekso now trying to scoop one in from the midfield. He's had a couple of very impressive flicks. That's a good shot by OSM. I said earlier in the tournament that I would love to see more ground shots and bounce dribbles from OSM. eekso's done a fantastic job mixing in all kinds of ground plays. He's decided to abort that air dribble. Decides to chase OSM up the wall. OSM ready to evade him. And if he had a little bit more boost there, it would have been an easy goal. It's still going to be a goal, as eekso panicked a little bit when he saw that OSM was sticking around. A beautiful flick by OSM to get that one over the bar. And then backflipping. Low shot, slow shot, but still a goal. He's got a 3-goal lead. This is exactly what OSM needed. Now he just needs to play with utmost care, and that is not utmost care. That is an open net after a face-off. I've not seen any fake kickoffs in the diagonal from OSM, which is also strange. He does love to throw those in, especially when he's ahead, because when you're winning in Rocket League, the best thing to do is often to just let the ball do the work for you. You don't need to try and score more goals. You don't need to win kickoffs. You just need to keep the ball rolling around the field so that the ball on the clock can win the series or win the game for you. Right now, OSM is continuing to go for pretty heads-up kickoffs. And although you do win some with that strategy, you also do lose some. That's a risk that he's going to have to live with. Oh, that's not a bad shot, though. OSM finds the far corner, and eekso can do absolutely nothing about that one. Beautiful placement, posting in. Don't think eekso was expecting a far post shot there. He was stationed at that near post. He didn't want to pre-jump and then look silly to a mind game. OSM's really looking so much better after the break that he's taken. That's such a good play. You realize that he's tilted, and he just takes a minute between games to calm himself down, try and get back in the zone. 3 goals in it, almost half the game gone. OSM hits the post, or it would have been 4. He's got to be careful now. He doesn't have much boost, and eekso has plenty. eekso actually just taking an early shot. Turns into a pass to himself though, because it was so slow. OSM avoids the wave dash demo, and now he's got another chance to make it a 4-goal game. Suddenly though, I think eekso's found a way to close OSM's spacing down. That's the second time that he's closed the gap. Managed to put a challenge in without really being threatened. That's another early dodge onto the ball there from eekso. He's mixing up his kickoff really well just to keep OSM guessing. He's keeping OSM in his sights here. Drops the ball into a sidewinder dribble. Mind game at the end of it, but OSM just stands and watches. And now he has the open net. He's going to roll it in slowly. eekso can't really do much but follow up on it. Maybe put it in a second faster. Now we've got 2 minutes left and 3 goals separating the two players. Of course, with game win-loss differential being the first tiebreaker in this league, it's very important that everybody tries to get as many wins out of a series as possible. Those single and those double wins in series losses may end up paying dividends. Could secure people an additional seed bye when we get round to the gauntlet bracket. And likewise, if you can sweep, it really will help you in the long run. eekso still has the chance to do just that. 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining. OSM wins kickoff, but again decides to go for a boost at the side of the field. 3-point turn after missing it. eekso has 50. OSM goes low. And there is something we've not seen too much this series. OSM mixing things up, and this time getting the better of eekso in a skill matchup. Now 1 minute and 18 seconds left. Strong kickoff for eekso. He can just shoot this, and he will. And it's right back to a 2-goal game. Not much time has passed since the last time I said that. eekso just looking for possession here. But he's going to get more than that. He's going to get a strong opportunity right from the get-go. Oh my goodness, he's landed on the ball. And OSM is going to get enough on the ball to get it to safety. It didn't look like the best save, but he did the job. That's almost rolled in as well, actually. Another almost own goal for OSM. What a heartbreaker that would be if putting another own goal across the entire pitch. No more boost for OSM. eekso trying to save up what little he has. And that's going to be surely another goal. No, OSM's missed it. Double wave dash for eekso to try and get the ball moving. He's had to jump to avoid the threat that was looming from behind. 30 seconds left. OSM's got his hands on the ball. He just needs to get rid of it. That's actually really well done by eekso. He's managed to work in a way that he can get back involved in this play. And not just that, he's gone and scored. That fast track across the midfield to cut off OSM, who was trying to get the ball up the wall to waste even more time, has resulted in a goal after half a lap around the field. And eekso's not going to be too disappointed with this outcome. He is now. He had a chance there to take control of the ball, but it bounced so awkwardly, and now OSM can pinch this one to safety, but that's actually just gone straight to eekso. Disaster for OSM. Early flick for eekso. OSM returns the ball to the ground, and he will hold on. 2-1 now in favour of eekso. In Rocket League, the journey is not always as you would expect, but sometimes the destination is the same. Are we headed towards another eekso Game 5? Not just that, another eekso OSM Game 5. It's just 0-0 right now, but OSM looking a lot better in that last game. eekso going to try and dish this one in last second. He was threatening a demo play on the back wall here. That's why OSM's not challenging earlier. Side to side, eekso goes. Now, another opportunity to threaten a demo. It's actually OSM who makes the first move. Gets the ball to safety. eekso spying though as OSM comes in. Still unable to get too much of an outplay, and now to the air goes OSM. Has his flip from the ceiling. There's the ceiling shot, and eekso not fast enough to intercept. Beautiful play by OSM. Really, really consistent as he comes in here. He could have continued to air carry that. He only goes for the shot when he sees the opening. Full control in a very tough spot. He's got a chance to do it from the other side of the field now. First touches not as good, but eekso is so scared that he's gone and given OSM another open net, and one of the harder ones at that. It was actually eekso who's trying to get a ceiling shot tackle. He had his flip, but lost all momentum. Just like that, it's starting to look like Game 5 might indeed be on the cards. What a turnaround between Game 2 and 3 in particular. eekso, the massive flick, but it's a huge save by OSM to keep it out. OSM starting to move around with a lot more confidence than he was earlier. Can he get back in time to stop this open net shot, though? I don't think he can. And eekso kind of sclaffed it a little bit, but he does get the job done. And cuts the lead in half. OSM really out of position there after landing from that shot. What is eekso going to do? Is he going to try and play this one like he did for the Flake series, where he stayed mostly on the ground and with low air dribble bump plays? Or is he going to try and take on OSM in the air? He has been playing a lot of threes recently, so that's no doubt going to be somewhere that he's confident in. He must have realized already that OSM's flick defense is on fleek right now. A couple of massive saves. Demo for eekso to get right back in control. 3 minutes and 5 seconds left to try and find that goal. OSM is just going to try and waste some time here. Look at that by eekso. Delayed second jump to set up his air dribble. And OSM at this point was feeling so confident in his goalkeeping. You're going to struggle to stop something like that. That is very, very well done by eekso. The control, the precision, the deadliness of his offensive repertoire never ceases to amaze. It's actually OSM is going for aerial after aerial, ceiling shot after ceiling shot. This one finally for eekso does get defended, and he's going to roll it in for 3-2. And now OSM's wishing he could get back all the time that he was wasting earlier when he was trying to keep eekso at bay. Because now it's him that needs the time. He's the one who needs to find a goal to get back into this series, to keep his series alive. And that demo is going to be very, very helpful. He's just going to reverse away from the ball here, keeping it on the goal line a little bit longer. And that's a tie game. eekso dropping a savage in the chat. He knows that OSM didn't really plan out that entire play. He was going for something quite different. But sometimes in Rocket League you gotta improvise, and OSM did well there. After failing his flick, he had two options. One was recover, one was go for the demo and then try and score. Mind game by eekso at the near post. OSM recovers and pinches it clear. 2 minutes and 13 left. eekso with a half flip challenge on the wall. He's gonna fake challenge to get OSM to pull the trigger. Developing into a bit of a game of chess here between these two. They do know each other's play styles very well. Wave dash by OSM. He's popped it really high with a second cut into the ball. That's going to use up almost all of eekso's boost. He's looking for distance now. There it is. OSM pass it to himself. Long shot. And what a play that is. Looking like something out of a Fairy Peak playbook here. You don't have any teammates in 1v1, no problem. The wall's more reliable than most teammates anyway. And now that is going to be a 1-goal lead for the OSM with 1 minute and 40 left. He's done so well to come back and really make a series out of this after what looked like a disaster earlier. Oh, eekso's caught him though. And he's just going to come back from tilt after tilt because this it's just outrageously accurate from eekso. OSM was trying to stay away from him there, while still not taking himself completely away from the ball, because after dodging eekso, he's got to get back into position to get the save. It's a fantastic game 4 between these two. Heavyweights slugging it out. They actually battle for the mid-table positions. eekso trying to get up towards the top. Oh, OSM's completely whiffed that one. He's going for a deft touch. He's trying to get maybe a piece of it to send it long. It turned into none of it. And it went nowhere. Another failed flick for the OSM. This time eekso doesn't get demoed in the aftermath. You know, if we see enough failed flicks from OSM, I might start to think that he's doing it on purpose. He was hitting flicks pretty consistently earlier. Consistently slowly though. Oh, he's got an open net, but it's bounced up in the most awkward position ever. And there comes eekso to smash OSM's hopes and dreams of a 5-4 lead, at least for the time being. OSM with another great save on what was a shot on target for eekso. Now where's eekso going to go here? He's got to be careful if he turns this way. OSM is surely going to go for the demo. Quite surprised not to see eekso going across the top of his own goal there. Because OSM is always going to go for the demo play. eekso definitely knows that. Backflip pop by OSM. Wants to test eekso's goalkeeping in the final few seconds here. He's going to get another opportunity to do just that. Crossbar makes a save for eekso. And now OSM's backflipped. eekso versus the open net. Tight angle shot, and OSM is back in time. eekso's probably going to try and make the play here. Why not? And it wasn't far off. At overtime we go. 1 goal for OSM will take us into game 5. 1 goal for eekso will give him the 3rd win in the league, and we'll put OSM to 1-4. But it's going to be OSM who scores, and we are going to game 5. eekso is looking to get a piece of OSM there, but he gets nothing. He'll have to try again next game. Quite an amazing turnaround by OSM to come back from a game 2 tilt fest and now just be a game away from beating his old rival and old practice partner eekso. Can he make it 3 in a row? Hook shot from distance. He's going to decide to put it wide and look for the demo play, but eekso has been ready for those the last few times, and he's ready for it this time. And he will get the first goal in this oh so crucial game. Look at that break check by eekso. He knew that OSM was coming for him. He knew something must be up when OSM decides to shoot that ball into the corner, thus putting himself in the blind spot. Half volley from eekso. OSM saving it regardless of whether or not it was in fact on target. But that's a really nasty bump by eekso, and another one. Can he recover though? Really awkward shot, but he's made it count. What a play by eekso. OSM recovered well, and he dodged into eekso as eekso was taken off here, but eekso's recovered mid-air and put the ball on target. And now he has a 2-goal lead. It's been complete role reversal from the last 2 times that these two played. Fake by eekso. OSM stays low enough. He's got an open net. He's putting it a bit close to the left side of the goal, but he will put it in. And now it's a 2-1 game. I was just about to say that the first 2 times that these guys played, I've already explained this, but now just realised that their roles have completely reversed. eekso winning the first 2 games, OSM making the comeback to take it to game 5. And if history is to be repeated, except in opposite fashion, then that would mean that eekso's going to win this game. So far, so good in that regard. No wave dash this time for eekso, but he will chip it from close range and make it 3-1. This is why eekso's so dangerous. OSM knows that that could be a wave dash. eekso's actually just come across the face of the ball, hit it with the outside edge of the car. He's got his 2-goal lead back. OSM right back in contention though with the kickoff. Flick is not that fast, but it's fast enough. OSM couldn't get much power on this with the boost he had, nor could eekso with even less. It was maybe just savable, but definitely not an easy task. We are going right down to the wire here. eekso loses this, he'll be completely even, both in series wins and game wins. You've got to be kidding me. eekso stops the ball mid-air. It looked like he just stopped time for a moment there, as OSM's waiting and waiting for the ball to finally reach the goal so he can clear it. And it just never came. There's the 2-goal lead yet again for eekso. Good sharp turn by OSM, keeping eekso back. Decides not to go for the demolish play. He's got a chance with another backflip or half flip shot. Staying 1 step ahead right now is OSM. He doesn't have any boost though, and eekso does. And you know, if those boost totals were reversed, OSM was going to score that dish. But as is, eekso makes it 5-2. And it's starting to get worrying now for OSM. Already on 1 win and 3 losses in the league table. Is that about to become 1 and 4? eekso trying to make it so. He's right back into the air. The transitions from ground to air, back onto the ground, and then back into the air again for eekso are always so clean. And now he's going to slam OSM in the corner. OSM spawning right in front of the ball, and now we have a bit of an awkward stare down. The wave dash to steal the boost for eekso. He looks to be the faster of the 2 players in this last game, and he might just take a cheeky shot here to keep OSM away from the boost in the corner. Done just that. eekso just trying to be as annoying as possible here. That's what got him wins in Game 1 and Game 2. That's what's got him ahead in Game 5. A little trip onto OSM just to keep him away for a little bit longer. And now the demo mid-air to make it 6-2. And you know, this guy doesn't need to be in the air to get dribbling demos. He's quite happy to get them from low altitude as well. Just a single jump was all that was needed. Now OSM needs 4. That's going to be 1 every 30 seconds or so. You know, he did just give up that boost race. I think he could have had that one. eekso is faster and more willing to commit to the corner now. Chance for OSM. Long range open now. He's taking 1 touch. Second shot. Second touch will be the shot. Thank goodness for that, because if he kept on dribbling, eekso was coming back quick with multiple wave dashes. 3 goals in it. 1 minute 58 seconds on the clock. It is plenty time for OSM, but it's not the time that I'm more worried about. It's his mentality that's got me most concerned. That ball might be on target. It is. eekso saves it. OSM scared him away from this one. He spotted the boost miss in the back corner. OSM's got eekso in his sights, but the flicks have just never been fast enough. I think it's about time that OSM tries something different, because these flicks are just not working today. Other days, I'm sure he could put every single one of them top corner, but not today. And he's going to try something different, and something different works. 1 minute 22 left, and we have a 2-goal game. And this series just keeps on delivering. eekso, every single problem that he had with his face-off in his opening series against Flakes, they've all but gone. Oh, and that is not what you want to see. OSM should really be saving this one. eekso is a beast at flicks on a good day, but that wasn't the best flick I've ever seen from eekso. I think OSM intended to backflip, but he just double jumped on accident, and now, as punishment, he will concede again. 4 goals. Just like that. eekso is the massive favourite to win this one. And I don't know if OSM's got it in him to come back from this. He was looking so down and out in Game 2. You know, he just needed to stay ahead or with eekso to have any chance. It's got to be a goal right now. And it actually will be a goal right now. And maybe, just maybe, OSM's not quite done just yet. Like I said earlier, 3-goal, 4-goal comebacks are oh so possible in the Ones Arena. But you better believe in it. I don't know if OSM quite believes it. He's just missed the boost in the back corner. Oh my goodness, you've got to be kidding me. I ain't believing this one. And I'm not the only one watching the replay here. Oh, I am now. Even eekso doesn't want to force OSM to watch this. OSM pinches it into his own net. He's missed the boost. He's failed the clear. He didn't want to dodge into the ball in case he took himself out of the game. But it probably would have been a good idea after seeing the outcome of that play. He's not quite done yet. But I think with every passing second, the inevitable is becoming closer and closer to a reality. And that should be it. OSM, after failing his last shot, is going to FF this one. And it's 10-5 for eekso. A brutal ending to a series which had a brutal beginning, and then a glimmer of hope. And OSM is going to need to play the best Rocket League of his life in his last 2 series if he wants to salvage his league play. Still to face, of course, Ocelon. And I've actually blanked on his other opponent here. Twitch chat, help me out here. Who's he got to play? It's Bluey, right? Pretty sure it's Bluey. I'm pretty sure it's Ocelon and Bluey. Yeah. We'll go with Ocelon and Bluey. So it's definitely a series that you'd expect OSM to be the favourite in, but he's playing like this. Anything can happen. If Bluey's playing like he currently is, if Ocelon's playing like he currently is, then you never know. All I do know, though, is today, eekso gets his revenge, and that is 3-2 in favour of the Englishman. You guys are going to start thinking that eekso's series really are all scripted if they keep going to Game 5, but I'm not complaining because he's definitely one of my favourite ones players to watch at the moment, and he's running pretty well too, taking a series win over OSM finally, and in the process locking in 2nd place in the league. Now, I never recommend panicking to anyone, but if I were OSM, I'd be thinking about that right now because he's the first player out of contention for the top spot in the league, having only 1 win from his first 5 matches. He's got 2 left to right the ship, and he'll have to wait a while before he can give it a go, as our upcoming matches are Bluey vs Scrub on day 16 of the competition, Cucks vs Flakes on day 17, Bluey vs Fairy on day 18, and eekso vs Cucks on day 19. There will be 9 more days of league play after that, and you can check out the entire schedule for the league play portion of the tournament on the Liquipedia page, so be sure to check that out. And thanks as always for tuning in today for what has been day 15 of the Mannfield Night 5k. I'll see you again tomorrow for day 16. It's another battle between 2 young mechanical geniuses, Bluey versus Scrub.